Lisa Petrillo at Gregory's Diner here with Chef Roel, the executive chef. What are we making today for our digital bite?
We are making potato gnocchi with cherry tomatoes, basil, and some Parmesan cheese.
Sounds good to me.
All right, so we start with a pretty hot pan.
Okay.
And then, so our gnocchi's right here. It's all made in-house.
So a diner with homemade gnocchi? What is going on? I thought it was all, you know,
We gotta step up a game, you know?
Yeah, really.
Gotta give the diner a good name back. It's been too long. I grew up in Jersey, so I'm very familiar with the diner culture. So, you know.
And this is more a chefy diner here?
It's not really chefy diner. We just want to make sure that we're serving the right products, priced correctly, and just give a lot of integrity into what we do into our dishes.
That's wonderful.
So if we're gonna make gnocchi, we make it in the house.
Yeah.
That kind of mentality. All right, so it's 50-50 olive oil and butter. So basically when the olive oil starts to melt before it turns brown. So most gnocchi, they boil it.
I was just gonna say, I thought you boil a gnocchi, but
No, this is the reason why it's a little different. I developed this kind of technique and recipe when I was still working up north, and I brought it down here.
That's so cool.
So straight from frozen. They work really well when they're frozen. They're actually better when they're frozen because it holds its shape. All right. So we just kind of sear it like this in half butter and half olive oil until they get kind of golden brown on both sides. So straight frozen, hot pan.
I never knew you could do that. That's amazing.
And then at this time, when they kind of get a nice color, our cherry tomatoes. And just let it kind of cook in that mixture for a little bit. And then at this point, just kind of let it cook. You season it with some salt.
So it's not a heavy sauce.
It becomes a much richer sauce after it's finished. So a little bit of the salt. And it kind of gets like that nice golden brown color already. And what I like to do is just to strain out the excess fat, because this is the fat that you use to cook the gnocchi. So we take that fat out. We want the flavor of that, but necessarily want to eat it. Okay, and at this point you hit it with the water. So I work in a restaurant, so I always have boiling pasta water.
Yeah, it's a nice convenience.
It's a nice convenience. And this is the part that really cooks it. You know, so you sear the outside, and it is when you put this water that in a very hot pan, it steams up, and it makes a very fluffy gnocchi, not that dense when you boil it. So at this point, we put some butter, because the sauce is butter.
When in doubt, more butter.
Exactly. More butter, more better. All right.
More better.
Yeah, so you bring that down all the way, so you're basically doing a glaze on this gnocchi. Bubble a little bit, like that. You know, you're getting your sauces down, you're getting some of the acidity from the tomatoes, and all the starch from the pasta water really likes to emulsify with that butter. So you have like a nice glaze.
It looks really just, oh my God, sizzling fun.
And then at this point, I just put a little bit of chives right here.
A little chive action.
Yeah, and turn off heat because you're almost there. And that's it. Lay it on a plate. We like to put it on a flat plate. This way the gnocchi doesn't get all clumped up.
Oh, not a bowl.
Not a bowl.
Interesting.
So it doesn't get all clumped up, and you know. And we just finish it with a little bit of grated Parmesan. The real deal only. Okay. And then some of these basil leaves. And that's it.
That looks really good. And the name of my gnocchi is?
It's potato gnocchi with cherry tomatoes and basil at Gregory's Diner.
And it's a beautiful thing. I'm Lisa Petrillo, and that's your Digital Bite.